Hey, look at that. We're live.
Hey,
Hey, hey.
awesome.
Here we are. It's all happening.
What's going on, Chris?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. Not nearly as much of the other. Yourself?
I'm doing all right.
Good, 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 good.
Yeah. I've got a couple projects coming up,
It's good to have
household stuff.
projects.
So,
It's good to have projects, right?
yeah. So we
That's
talked
good.
about I got the album thing coming. I'm working on the album, though sporadically at the moment. And then next week I'm gonna build a shed for my house. So
Wow.
yeah, from a
On
kid.
purpose. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
On
But still,
purpose. Well,
like shed building.
I wanted someone else to build it, but
Yeah, I don't.
it's cheaper this way.
I mean, a lot of things are cheaper certain ways, but it doesn't mean they. But that's me. That's not you. It could very well work out for you.
So.
I'm sad there was a candle in the back, but you can't see it because it's kind of over. It's over like there, and you can't like
Did it
straight
go out?
on. No, it's on. I just think it's
Just
it's
out,
a
out
little-
of frame.
just out of frame. Although I think as the sun goes down, as we continue, it'll be more apparent.
Oh, I can kind of. I don't know. Maybe.
I appreciate
Hard
you
to say.
saying that, but
I see something that has like that color.
ooh,
But-
are we doing our first toast of the evening?
Oh yeah, Slanja.
Hey, to your mom and them.
Mm.
Oh, this has grown on me greatly. It's a breakfast stout.
What
ahead.
kind of breakfast stout?
It is Shadows of the Fourth Dimension Imperial Breakfast Stout from Lavery Brewing here in beautiful Erie. Yeah. Oh, that held up. I like that a lot better now than I did before. Like before, I was like, when I didn't think much of the first one, but the second one was pretty damn good. But
You know, the more you drink, the better it tastes.
yes, and the more you drink, the better we sound. We have some time together this week, don't we? We don't want to use it all up.
We got the open mic tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I won't see you Tuesday because I'll still be in Erie, and I won't see you Wednesday, still in Erie. I had something I was going to bring up, and now I can't remember it. So it must have been really important. I do like the background though, the stuff you have hanging on the wall and whatnot. You've got a
Thank
light
you.
back there.
Yeah, I got my bouzouki and my banjo and my Telecaster. You can't really
what's down-
see the Telecaster very well, but
Now, what's down on the ground?
that over there. Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a kick drum.
Ah,
Yeah, it's like a
Didn't
little
know you-
tiny kick drum.
it's so little. It's I didn't know you had a kick drum. That's cool.
I do.
Me too. Just a kick drum, no rest of the kit.
Well, there's a directly behind me.
Okay.
You can't really see it right now, but there's a hi-hat over there too, and then of course I have various other drums,
You
hand
just
percussion
built
stuff.
the world's most slowly built drum kit. I have a bass drum. Another 15 years, I'll get a snare.
Well, I've been doing like a hybrid kit with Ilyemi forever, where I've got like a djembe and then a cajon and then cymbals. And I'm thinking about working the hi-hat in there at some point, and then and the kick drum. So we'll see. So, and I have like a little, I have a pedal that I can put on the cajon as well. So, which I haven't used out yet, but yeah, excited about trying that stuff. So
Yeah, I remember seeing you with giant brushes. Were they blue, possibly?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, those are great.
They don't look like they should be real. They look like they
Like
they
Muppet
look
hands?
like yeah, or they just look like something you get a kid who's interested in trying out percussion.
Well, they're really nice because you can really wail on a djembe and get like a drum kit feel, but like you're not hitting it with sticks, so you're getting a better sound for the drum. So
It was very
It's nice.
strange when I first saw what someone could do who knew what they were doing with the djembe. I'm like, so it's not just a box. No, it turns out it's not. And then I think you had one open once. I'm like, no, I don't want to know how
Oh
the
no,
sausage
that's
is
the
made.
cajon. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
okay,
cajon.
yeah. Yeah, that's a cajon.
The djembe is the African drum.
Yeah,
So
I misspoke, and I do know the difference. I don't know
Oh,
why.
no,
I
it's
got
all
all
good. It's all good.
excited. We're talking. Things were happening. There was a bass drum. There was a lot going on.
I know.
Pardon me, I am thirsterated. But
It's all
have
good.
we said who we are or where we are or what we're
Oh
doing?
no, we have not. Welcome to the Happy Hour Livestream. My name is Rowan Corbett, and
My name is Chris Eric.
Yeah, there you go.
Here I am, and there you are.
And here we are.
Yep. This is a thing that we do. Yep. That's how we know where we are. Regardless, somebody will pop on eventually, and we want them to know. But yeah, this is something we've been doing monthly for how long now?
Oh, geez, I have like over half a dozen banners, so I'm not sure.
Lo,
But, like,
these many
yeah.
decades, or so it seems, because time has no meaning.
So not quite a year yet, but we're getting there.
No, but it's been it just keeps happening. So I feel as though someone should play a song.
Right. Well, I think I drew the short straw, so I gotta here. Let me get my
Yes,
my strap there.
But the audience did not, because you're playing first. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
I said words in a certain order. That was me. Now let's see. It has been Rowan.
That's me. Oh goodness,
I hope you enjoyed the theme music.
I did. That was very nice.
That's why I'm here. Here you are.
All right.
All I gotta do is.
All right.
Oh, so what are you feeling to play first for us?
Well, I guess there's a song I do called the Litany, which is about, how do I put it?
Well, it involves fear.
It does involve fear. So yeah, the Litany of Fear. If you're familiar with Dune, the books of Dune, by Frank Herbert, there's a thing in there called the Litany of Fear, which is a way that Bene Gesserit used to deal with their feelings, particularly when they're scared. But I like the idea of having a litany that you can use to manage your fear, but then also like recognizing that fear is a self-preservation emotion. It's like, so you don't just stand there, when the bad stuff goes down, you run or you protect yourself somehow. But it's a double-edged sword, because then it can also cripple you. So ostensibly that is what the song is about. So let's see here. Get my thing on here. Here we go.
Rowan Corbett, everyone. Rowan Corbett.
You've got a tune before you start. How embarrassing.
It's not so bad. It just lets people in on what's going on.
Too many tunings and only so many guitars.
Yeah, I find it very confusing when you have multiples. It's like, I have like 4 songs in drop D that I don't play because they're in drop D, and that's confusing. It's bad enough to use a capo. I get very confused.
Well, and I figure the thing you do is you got to write a bunch of songs. If you're gonna do one song in that tuning, you got to write a bunch of other songs in that tuning.
Yep.
So then you have to play them.
I ended up I wrote like 3 more drop D songs, so when I used to have to play them before I didn't have to play them anymore, I would, I'd put them all together, so at least I didn't have to keep tuning back up and down.
Thank you.
Hey, we finally divvied up the labor on that. I had the button pulled up. You know, you take your victories where you can, like anything
Yeah.
else.
There you go.
Yes, 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 yes.
Ah, look at that beautiful sunburst Telecaster.
It is pretty. My tobacco sunburst. It served me well. I realized I bought it new in 1995, which makes it old. You know, not like 50s old, but not new.
But still quite nice.
It's not a new guitar. It's older than my relationship, which started in 1998. So, also trying to find places for my flipper feet in between all these stands down here is harder than you might think. So there is that. I figured since we chatted so much at the top that I would just jump into a song if that works for you. Unless you had,
please
were
do.
there any announcements you had to make? Any specificities that you needed to specify?
Oh, well, just, for those of you who don't know, this is the Sunday Happy Hour live stream. Welcome.
Hi.
And Chris and I will also be hosting the open mic, the VOM open mic tomorrow night. You can check that out at Rob's Open Mics on Facebook, or go to iliami.com/Rob's Open Mics. All right. But without any further ado, Chris, Eric.
You do that so well, just all of it. you just have it down. It's good. It's like you've been doing some form of that for a year.
Oh,
Yeah.
getting better.
Yeah. Well, it's going on for a minute. Wait, longer than that. Oh God. Yeah, we just
almost
did
2
number
years.
100. Yeah, I'm not even close. Yeah, math is not my strong suit. Have I mentioned that? Has it come up? Okay. Yeah. Stuff's been happening. Okay, here's a song. You know, the hardest thing to do, with that weight crushing you, it's so easy to pretend you can see the end. You know, on reflection, this could be a decent way to go. No one looking, no one wondering, no one needs to know. I see less ahead than gone. No, it can't go on. I see how charmed a life can be. It isn't only me. On reflection, this could be a decent way to go. No one looking, no one wondering, no one needs to know. It's not at the worst time, it's just over coffee, walking or turning over. It's past so far, and hopefully stays gone. Maybe I should move on. You know, the hardest bit to pass, knowing it can't last. On reflection, this could be a decent way to go. No one looking, no one wondering, no one needs to know. No one needs to know. You know, the hardest thing to do, with that weight crushing you, so quiet. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't do my part. I didn't hit
Very
buttons.
nice. It's all
Everything
good.
got thrown
It's
off.
all good.
Yeah, that one's coming along with the band. We're talking about doing a
Oh,
band
nice.
thing at some point. Yeah, that one's fun. Although for some reason we've started like doing rave ups at the ends of like half of the songs, where like just,
Sorry, rave ups?
yeah, like a rave, like where the whole band just starts going, like it's kind of a solo, but not really. Like everybody's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And that one has it, and it goes on for far too long, and there's a lot of wah pedal involved, and it's just, these things become therapeutic after a while. But we thought about, playing one show that way, just one, to people who maybe were more interested in, long solos and whatnot. It's like, that was great. Where are you guys playing? It's like, well, we're playing this next place, but you won't like it because we're not doing that again.
No,
It's a one and done.
I don't think you've ever mentioned using a wah pedal. You haven't used a wah pedal on the, at least not during the open mics and the live streams and all. So.
No, not for like by myself stuff. I have one. It's a really nice one. It's a Vox wah.
Oh,
I
nice.
love it. Trailene's like, it's the best pedal. It will eat your soul, and she's right. The Crybaby is nice and all, but it's kind of tame, and this one just is like it makes very interesting. It's a great pedal. I love it to death, but it's not something you can use all the time. It's just
Right.
not. It's just not that practical. But it's fun when it comes up. There's a song that we haven't done in a while called "Taken" that is like the most like '90s grunge song I've ever written, and it's like, I'm not gonna play it, but just to remind you, it's like,
Oh, yeah. I do like that. Oh, we should, man, I can't remember his name now all of a sudden. I'm going to look him up because, but
I don't know what we're talking about. What are we talking about?
the lead singer of the Screaming Trees,
Mark
Lanigan, he just
Yeah.
passed away.
Yeah.
And I loved that first album. I feel like as far as like like foundational grunge bands, they didn't get the sort of due.
No, well, they
But
were. It
they
turns
were really
out
good.
I didn't know how long they had been around. Like, they got signed in the '80s. Like,
Oh, wow.
I think the one that had Nearly Lost You on it was like I want to say like their fourth record.
Oh, really?
I just re-listened Marin on WTF. When somebody passes, he'll like repost his interview with him, and he interviewed him in like 2015, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
And but he had a bunch of different really interesting things. He was on like the Best Queens of the Stone Age records.
I
He's
didn't
on,
realize that.
Yeah, the original female singer in Belle and Sebastian, Isabel, and I can't remember her last name. They did like 2 or 3 records together. What I heard of those was interesting. Did something with Greg Dooley from the Afghan Wigs. He had a bunch of solo records. He had a really interesting discography.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man. So,
Yeah, but you know, way to bring the room down, man.
yeah, that's me.
That's usually
Well.
my job. Yeah, but yeah, getting back to what we were talking about, the wah pedal is lots of fun, and it makes up for a lot of technical shortcomings because you can make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
It's good for that.
Yeah, I want to get one of those the Bad Horsey pedals.
The what now?
I think is it Crybaby Bad Horsey? It's the Steve Vai.
Oh, no, I'm unaware.
No. Okay.
I have remained pretty blissfully ignorant of pedals for a very long time. I think everything that I own either is old or has been made the same way forever, and it's not out of any like snobbishness. It's just like, I found the thing I like. I don't have to buy another one of those like ever. Like, apparently my tremolo pedal is valuable, and I had no idea. It's a Boss TR2.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and apparently it's valuable, but it's just like, well, that's the one I bought when they had tremolo pedals and it sounded good. The reverb is fantastic though, but and then I'll send you a picture sometime. I don't think this makes for very interesting broadcasting, but I will, I will say, yeah, yeah, they're nice toys. I don't usually have much patience for them though, so I am unfamiliar with the Steve Vai pedal, but I don't tend to trust the noises coming from him because he usually has too many things on at the same time. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Although I did love his one solo record, and I can't remember the name of it now. Oh, again, not a great story. So, what were you in the mood to play?
This one is called The Sylvan Mirror. And I played it the other night, and Jules was a little taken aback when I explained what it was about, because I guess he'd heard me play it before, but I'd never really explained it about what it was, or at least not while he was around. Mm-hmm. But it's because I'm a nerd and a big Tolkien fan. The song is about that one scene where Frodo is talking to Galadriel, the queen of Lothlorien, the elves, and he offers to give her the ring, and she refuses. And
is it the crazy eyeball part in the movie?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. I wasn't sure I was following you, and it's like, wait, no, I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, but she has this moment where she like thinks about what it would be like,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, yeah, but she's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. But I was like, okay, well, what if she had decided to take the ring? It's the other path. So, because I'm a nerd.
There you go. And at some point you can explain to me what would be gained by getting the ring, but that's a different conversation entirely. Rowan Corbett.
Light shines back at me. Twisted, wreathed all in leaves. Take back all that I see. You're just the latest thief. Wisdom becomes my foe. Madness, the end of all. Crafted this beautiful woe. See how my shadow grows. The Queen of all has come. Vision has won. Weep before the sun. Brightest, forever the one.
and clappity clap, clap, clap. This is what I was doing. While you were doing that, I was going.
Nice.
And that's what happens when we start talking pedals. It's like, I can make that one noise. Well, let's see if I can get it to turn off again. I'll need a minute.
It's all good.
Yeah, I don't think I had heard you tell that story before that either. That's funny. That's uncooperative pedal, and that's why I don't use it. Yeah, so I had a weird thing with Lord of the Rings. I couldn't make it through the books. I liked the movies okay. I liked them better when I saw them again. What never came through to me, obviously I was missing something, is other than like the ability to want to have this thing, and it made you invisible, but I didn't see what the rest of the appeal of it was. Like I'm sure it's wonderful. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's horrible, but the way it came across is like it makes you invisible and makes you really want it. I'm like, what else? What am I missing here?
Well, I guess the thing about the ring is that there's the one ring, which is what Frodo has, but there's a bunch of other rings that okay, if we're gonna be nerdy here, Sauron gave rings to humans and to dwarves and to men, and when he put the ring on, he could turn others into, he could like take control of them, basically.
Oh, that I did not pick up. Is that something that they did say in the movie and I just missed it completely?
I'm not sure if they said it in the movies or not, but basically that's what the Nazgul are. They're human kings who have rings that Sauron made.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then the rings that Galadriel and Gandalf and Elrond have, they're also rings of power, but Sauron never touched them, which is the only reason they were ever able to resist him. The elves.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they weren't directly under his control.
Oh, so the one ring to rule them all, meaning to rule the other rings. Yeah, I am learning this in real time. Hey, Cozy. And also, Cozy's here. Hi, Cozy.
Hey.
Hey.
She's like, why are these boys so nerdy? Oh my god.
I don't know. Yeah, what you
Or
don't
at least that one boy.
Yeah, if she came in, in the words of Millhouse, I'm not a nerd. Nerds are smart.
Oh no.
There she is. Yeah, no, I never got that. No, I'm too slow to be a nerd. I'm like, what happened? I just get confused. I don't think I have some of the disposition, but not the attention span for it. It's like I missed that. I tried. It didn't work out, as happens. Well, it's nice that Cozy came along. We missed you at Vom Hunted.
Yeah. I hope you're signed up for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I didn't see. I saw some other people were on there.
Yeah, I don't think she is, but you should come anyway.
Yeah, I no, not to brag, but I know the hosts. I feel like we can get you in there. I got to see after all that. Okay, now it's off. Good. Like, cause if I'm stuck with the wah on the entire time, it's going to be a very different show. Although I could just lean it forward and do that the Jimmy Page on communication breakdown sound. He was just like the wah like rocked forward, so it's all treble, no waiting. Yeah, I don't have a story like that for this one, but I do have something that did happen. When I went to a bar for an in-person open mic a few months ago, where it felt like okay to do it, and I knew most people in the bar, and I went and I did it, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to do this thing. I went and did it, and this strange thing happened wherein I hadn't seen a bunch of people for like a year and a half. And in that time, those people got a year and a half older, and I got too old to be in that bar. Like, that's all it took. It's like that was like the just a span of time, and it turns out you don't decide when that span of time is. And this is a song about that happy discovery, called "For the Room." So, I guess I'll play this one. And here it is. 15 that's never coming off. The concerning, lingering, rattly cough. Conversations too complex to follow. The complications all too much to swallow. Staring at the back bar mirror, wondering how it happened this soon. I'm sorry, you're too old for the room. Couple years and too many gray hairs ago, didn't seem so young. Now you know, story no one would ever buy. Don't lean in, no, don't try. It's not exactly a pity, it's on deck, coming soon. Why is that? Too old for the room. Too old to stay, too old to play, too old to have anyone see you that way. Just pay the check and get out of the way. Now maybe just stick closer to home. There's plenty to distract, you're not alone. At least they tolerate you better there. No smoking what's left of your hair. Only the faintest whiff of your impending doom. Don't look back though. Yes, I know, but seriously, you're too old for the room. Thanks. It looks like we have company.
Hey, yeah. Eric James Danowski is out there. How's
There
it going,
he is. How are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. Wait, you went to a movie. What movie did you see, though? Let's see. Yeah, see? Is that a movie? Missed the beginning. Have to catch up later. I mean, you missed like some ace chatter. Like we really talked for a while. And then songs. Yeah, that was it. Talking songs. We could always rename it the Talking Songs Show.
There you go. There you go.
Now I'm curious what movie it was. I'm hearing noises in the background of my house.
I'm trying to wonder which one it was. Like, yeah, I what's that one that just came out that's got Tom Holland in it?
Oh, Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Uncharted, I think it's called.
Uncharted, yeah, yeah. I never played the games, but
that's a game.
Yeah, there's a video game series.
Okay. I saw people
kind of like Tomb Raider, but with bros.
Okay, so Bro Raider, got it.
That's yeah.
Yeah, I did. My little window of video games. It was like, I was firmly up to like ColecoVision as a kid. I'm 100 years old. Pong was very popular. The one where you take it, and I had the best Angel Fire sight, I gotta tell you. But I did like ColecoVision. I got loaned a Super Nintendo for a weekend, and I'm like, this is nice, and I gave it back. And then for a minute there, I was into like Doom and Hexen and that stuff. And then I wasn't. I don't have the attention span. Like people who play them for like hours and hours and hours, like I can't do it.
I think the only video game that I ever felt like I really truly mastered was called Mr. Do. And I played it on my Commodore 64. It was kind of like Dig Dug, but like you're this weird little guy who like can shoot little balls around.
Did you adore your 64, your Commodore 64?
Oh, I did. I played it until it stopped working. You know.
I'll go you one better. I had a VIC-20.
Oh yeah, I had that too.
I had the thing where you had the programming, and if you finish all the programming stuff, you get the sticker at the back. But I made it about halfway, but then I took the sticker.
But I think I played my record on Mr. Do was 135 consecutive levels in one sitting.
And how long did that take you?
A few hours, not sure. So,
yeah.
But yeah, like if there had been Twitch back then, I would have been a superstar. Oh my god.
I still remember the band that Joylene and I had in Baltimore, and we had our first like right drummer, this guy Frank. We were going over to practice at his house, and it was kind of the first time we'd been there. We met his wife, and there was something over by the TV, like a steering wheel and random stuff. And I was like, "What's that?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, that's whatever it was at the time, PlayStation or whatever." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't really do that." And her eyes goggled, and she looked at Joylene and went, "You are so lucky," because apparently I'm the one. Like I was just like, I'm set. Oh, and you're welcome, Eric. He thanked us for live streaming. Of course. Thank you for popping by. We greatly appreciate you. Still waiting to find out what the movie was, though. Because the fact that you went to a movie. Speaking of movies, new Spider-Man comes out on available to purchase in March.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Less than a month away. You hold strong.
Yeah.
Or just go see it on a Sunday morning by yourself with nobody around in like a hazmat suit.
Right. Yeah. I can wait a month. I've waited this long.
We differ. I've seen it twice. I liked it better the second time even. So yeah. But what am I telling you that for? But there are many other important things. But you do things. You do recordings and build stuff and make things. And there's a shed involved. I can't do any of that. So.
Yeah. Build a shed. It's going to be glorious. I've been wanting a shed for years.
So what will you do to make it your own? Will there be
I'm actually, one of the things I want to do is put solar panels on it, so that I can run lights in there and and not have it hooked up to mains power. So yeah,
that's a good idea.
And and some light power tool stuff in there too. We'll see.
Only the light power tool stuff.
Yeah. So
yeah. So I don't think. I guess Eric isn't going to tell us what his movie was. So
it's okay.
You should probably play your song then.
All right.
Yes, that is what you should do. I thought I was going to ask for a song, and my mind went blank. I'm like, play that one song of yours that I like. I like most of your songs. I don't really have a problem with any of your songs. I haven't heard anything go, no, don't play that. Just
all
no.
right. Well, this one is relatively new. It's it was one of the song prompt songs that I wrote most of it, and then I don't think I actually performed it for the prompts night, and then I went back and finished it.
Okay.
So, and I'm calling it 9/10.
Okay. So let's get you. Rowan Corbett.
Tried to warn me, so seductive, so sweet. We're on our own now, irate and angry. I guess we got it all complete. First should have been enough. Could not wait to see. And now it's all we got, or will ever be. What more could you need? There's no difference between what you want and what you really need. If you can dream it, you can be it. Just lay claim to all you see. To steal or find, it's all in your mind. We take all the lead. Well, here we are now. Best get comfy, 'cause this is us. Godspeed. Now we're chased by a dream. Thank you.
Yeah, I was making noises in the background. I'm like, yes.
If it were not for the latency.
Yeah, it wouldn't work out. But yeah, be noises at some point. I'm sure. It's only a matter of time. You drink up in the air?
Oh, yeah. I've been sneaking them here and there.
That's okay. To you and to the folks nice enough to stop in.
Yes,
Eric,
thank you
Eric
so
did
much.
say go Rowan, but didn't mention his movie, or at least he didn't when last I looked. And now,
my cousin's there too. Nice.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
Talia.
great.
How you doing?
How about it? Yeah, Eric, if you're listening to us, we'd still like to know what the movie was.
He's not gonna tell you, man. It's all right.
Nope,
It's
it's
all
just
right.
not happening, man. You just have to accept. I've been trying to tell my kids, it's like sometimes you just have to accept that things that you don't care for or people you don't like, they're going to be around, and all you can really affect is your own actions, which doesn't help one little bit. Like, they just look at you like, yeah, I know that's crappy advice. I know, but it's also completely true. There's just nothing to be done for you. The problem with it gets better is, yeah, but it's gonna suck for a while now first.
That's true.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
All right, what you got?
This is. I feel like it fits. This is the theme song of my band, and maybe just overall. We open every practice with it. I'll do the since I don't have this is the first one, and I don't know how long that had like a really noticeably different acoustic and electric arrangement, though I think I'm just going to play the electric version because my acoustic guitar is way back there. Remember the closet?
Oh yeah.
It's back there, but
Yeah.
where once I sat, now there are instruments. Easily, you could say it's a much better use of the space, and you'd be right. But yes, Cozy, it is an interesting affirmation. We are affirming that we do it wrong. nowhere to go but up. But I think it's great that she already knew what it was. But this is a song called "Local Failures," and I'll hit buttons, and you'll hit buttons. You'll hit that button, and I'm hitting that button, and buttons are hit, and away we go. Anyone could come up with a goal, do the work to make it clear. Craft a plan with incremental moves and such to last throughout the year. Show initiative and nerve, blaze a path for all to see. With intellect and moxie and such style, what a wonder they would be. But see, we've already gone on too long, and no one wants to hear this song. We're local failures, we know how to do it wrong. You see, it takes a different sort of mind to forge a losing road. One untroubled by successes and achievements, for example, someone showed. Standing to the side while others go about their lives and make their way. Baffled by the compromise and necessary steps to make it pay. But hey, maybe the idea was strong. You know, if you listen this long, we're local failures and we know how to do it wrong. All your friends will tell you you're only wasting time, you can't get it back. All your friends are right, don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you. Maybe if this hits too close to home and you can't imagine how to continue on with effort that seems futile and misguided even now. No matter how far you may have gone to be the hammer and the nail, there's always time to crash and burn. It's never too late to fail. Let's fail, and let this be your hope swan song. It's really you've known all along. We're local failures, and we know how to do it wrong. We know how to do it wrong. We know how to do it wrong. Thank you, sir.
Very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it always goes well. It's a surprisingly good warm up song, but yeah. So
Surprisingly good.
yeah, it works out well. Yeah,
It is
I'm
good.
always surprised when anything works, just in general. That was that line, the chorus line came from a text exchange between me and my bass player Andy and my friend Emma, and we were just coming up. This is before the band existed. We were calling it Local Failures, and I was like things to say off the stage. Like mine was, "Hi, we're Local Failures, and we're sorry," and Andy had another one. And Emma's like, "Local Failures, we know how to do it wrong." And I'm like, yoink. Like, thank you. Like, I'll be putting that into a song. Let us see. Thank you, Eric. He's just not going to tell us the movie. He said, very nice. He's not telling. It's okay. I'm going to, I feel like there's a good chance it's Uncharted just because that's like the big movie right now.
That is.
But
I don't know what other movies are out right now.
No. Do we know whereabouts Eric James Danowski resides? Is he in your neck of the woods or elsewhere?
I think he might be. I can't remember for sure though.
Okay.
But yeah,
Because you'd have a lot more movie options. Like we have
That's
a
true.
movie theater here, and like a little tiny place called the Erie Movie House, which is actually great. We like rent it out for birthday parties. You can put on whatever you want. They've got video games and an air hockey table that are on free play. It's actually pretty great, but that's a separate thing entirely. But let's see. So I feel as though, let's see, we are getting upon, it's almost 6 o'clock. So I think we should do a toast and then do a couple more rounds. What do you think?
All right. Cheers.
Okay. And to everyone who came by. And
So-
you're having a rum and coke this
I
afternoon?
am,
Evening?
and yes, and you are having a breakfast stout, correct?
I am. It's a breakfast of champions who don't want to go anywhere. It's 12 and a half, and it's doing all right. Hope I don't
Nice,
say
nice.
anything too
I
stupid.
was almost gonna drink a left-hand milk stout, but
Ooh.
yeah, I've got one of those up. I've got a few of them up in the fridge, but
I
I was
almost
like, I'm a Coke. It's
yeah.
fine.
I almost ran out for like a cheap can of beer. Like there's a place around the corner that has like, you know, the stock that, you know, just individual. You can get like you can actually get like a can of like Miller Lite.
Yeah,
or
I don't think you
whatever.
can do that in Maryland,
Yeah,
actually.
well, I mean, you can buy booze here at the grocery store,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I will say has its charms. Although you can't buy beer in the same place you buy spirits.
Oh, yeah,
Just-
I've heard of that in a few places. Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. But
Mm.
what do I know? But I'll tell you what I do know. It's time to hear another song for Rowan Corbett.
All right. All right.
You're very
What will I
quiet.
do? What? Oh, yes, I know which one I'll do. It's called The Brave One. Made your choice. Can't say that I agree. We know what's best for you. Don't work so well for me. But do me a favor. If you think you can survive what you want long enough to make it worth it in the end. Was already messed up long before I met you. It's a credit to your kindness that you tolerate me the way you do. You only ever hurt me because you tell the truth. Got no time for pretense, and we don't suffer fools. You've always been willing to go where I can't. I think it's 'cause you're braver than me. some extent, but this feels different. Like the ice is finally cracked, but I'm the one who's sinking, and there's no going back. I hope you're right. You're just as charmed as you think. 'Cause I want you to fly on the top of over the brink.
Clappity clap clap clap. I will spare you my my playing along that time, but it was fun also.
Thank you, man. All right.
I like that. I like that you have a PG version of that one too, but I might prefer the bluer version out of the two. That's just me. Though I can.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, I thought maybe my daughter might be watching, so I figured I'd
fair
pull the punch this one time. So
yeah, sometimes. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I hope not.
Yeah.
You know. But thank you once again, all those who are here, for coming to the Sunday Happy Hour live stream. My name's Chris Eric, and my friend is Rowan Corbett, and we appreciate you stopping by, whether it is in real time or if you find us later on Bookface or YouTube or wherever those things get ported to at some point. I'm sure they'll end up somewhere else, but Sunday Happy Hour live stream, there we are.
yeah, we're also on Twitch at the moment, though.
That I don't think I knew that.
Yep.
And oh, look, it.
Ah, hey James, what's going on, man?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're late for catching things live, but as I may have mentioned recently, these things exist elsewhere, and you can always go back and hear that signature banter that we have, that we do. And you'll be able to hear more of it tomorrow with lots more people involved.
That's right. At
Yes.
the VOM, the virtual open mic, which we do every Monday night. Typically, our host is Rob of Ilyami, but
Yes.
Rob is out of town at the moment, so Chris and I have taken control of the vertical and the horizontal. And
We will take you to the outer limits. Yes, we will.
Yes, that is correct.
I-
So, and it should be a good night. Got a full list.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
100 was a good time. A little bittersweet because we missed Rob, but
Yeah.
it ended up being a really good time. I hope we get him back soon.
Yeah.
But it's been
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back for the 2-year anniversary of the open mic. So that'll be exciting.
one would hope, and a little sad because we have to do this, but still, slowly things are happening. I don't know if they should be, but I'm not a doctor. You betcha. Well, let's see. Presupposing Miss Cozy is around, and again, Cozy, to reiterate, if you're of a mind, pop in tomorrow night. I'm sure we can find space for you.
Oh yes, please do.
We missed you at 100, but here's a song that she told me what it was about. It was executive dysfunction. I had not heard the term before, and I thought she meant something else. But she did not. and here's that song. I can make pronouncements every day, and I do. Little lists and long ones too. I can push some paper from over here to over there, making noises to imply I care. I can prattle on about most anything under the sun, but I can't get anything done. I can't get anything done. Anything done. I can set up everything I need to do the task. Be in place before you get to ask. Take the first bit over and make sure you set it straight. Indicate that it's going great. Make a pledge to finish every project ever begun. I can't get anything done. I can't get anything done. Lie, I tell myself, enough to help now. It takes a while to start figuring out. I can draw you into this disease, so be aware. Not the kind of thing you'd want to share. Stare into a cabinet for days, so it seems, and start up about some silly dream. Make all the excuses for however hard I run. I can't get anything done. I can't get anything done. Anything done.
Chris,
Thank
Eric,
you.
y'all.
I ended early because it was more fun that way.
Right on.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know why I decided to speak without moving my lips. Like, thank you. and about 15 seconds into that song,
Mm-hmm.
this spot of my beard started to itch
Oh,
so bad. And I'm like, do I flip? Because I'm left-handed, so it's not like I can go, I had just like, do I go, or do I just keep going? And what I did was I kept going. And then afterwards, I'm like digging in. But, it was just about worth the wait. I
it's
had
all,
nothing to do.
all the sweeter once you finally get there.
It's just that delayed thing where you don't get the thing you want, but then you get the thing you want after a certain amount of time. Whatever that
Gratification.
thing is. That's the word.
There you go.
That's a good word, gratification.
Yeah.
So, will you gratify us with another song?
I can do that.
Yeah, you can. Oh, do you know what you're playing?
I do.
cool.
This one's called Charm and Strange.
I like that one.
It doesn't really have anything to do with Baltimore. A lot of people think, charm must be charms. Yeah, I don't know.
It's allowed to mean other things.
It means whatever you think it means. Oh, come on. Really? Twice in a row? See, now I gotta set up a guitar for D minor as well as Dadgad. There we go.
Sounds
try
very
that again.
complicated.
Watching you melt down, hearing you break. Charm and strange, no longer in sync. Such cold vision that I can't bear to watch. But radiation is deadly and I'm fused to the spot. As it all rains down, ashes sift to the ground. We move like waves, but we strike with the force of light. And as we speed through space, time comes grinding to a halt. Neither here nor there, we span the space between it all. Now we're hard on the core, we're thriving on strife, only counting decay, breathing a half-life. So we'll bleed out this heat, we'll shine in the dark, permeate the aether and try not to spark. As it all rains down, ashes sift to the ground. We move like waves, but we strike with the force of light. And as we speed through space, time comes grinding to a halt. Neither here nor there, we span the space between it all. Between it all. Watching me melt down, hearing me break. Charm and strange, no longer in sync. Such cold vision that you can't bear to watch. But radiation is deadly and we're fused to this spot.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
I always enjoy that one, and yes, I may very well have been playing along with it, just so you know.
Thank you.
Let's see. You're still Rowan Corbett. There we are.
I am.
Now you're not. You are Rowan Corbett, but you have to remember that you're Rowan Corbett because it doesn't actually say Rowan Corbett at the moment.
Hey, Ty, I didn't know you dropped in. Hey, what's going on? It's my cousin Tatiana.
Oh, cool. Hello. And you got clappity clap clap from Cozy's. Those are those hands?
Those are hands. Yeah.
Okay. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, they look like their hands holding like guitar picks, but it's actually supposed to be clapping.
All right. Oh, and Eric had to one up. Actually, 2 up because he had 5. So he liked it 2 more than Cozy did. Makes it official. Yeah, it's a good story, I know.
So, I would be remiss if I did not again mention the open mic.
Yes.
We got that going tomorrow night. Myself and Chris will be hosting VOM, the virtual open mic. We do that every Monday night starting at 7 p.m. You can find that here on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch at Rob's Open Mics. or you can go to ilyami.com/Rob's Open Mics. And then also,
I was going to ask if you had anything else going on this week.
I
Is that
do.
where you're
On
going next?
Wednesday, I'm going to be playing with Heather Aubrey Lloyd. We're going to be co-locational, so we're going to be in person together playing music.
Wow.
So on Wednesday, and we'll be streaming that also on the Ilyami Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch pages.
So you
check 'em out.
and Heather Danger Lloyd will be playing together?
That's right. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be Wednesday night, I believe, starting at 8 p.m. So
And you're
check
doing
the
it
local
at
listings.
8 o'clock Wednesday on CBS. So are you? And you said you're doing it in your area.
Yeah, we're going to be doing it here. So I've got to reconfigure a little bit, but it should be good. I'm looking forward to it.
2 people. She can play bass drum, and
Yeah.
you play bass drum.
Yeah, there you go.
So the clock on the wall says 6:15. You want to do a couple more rounds and knock it on the head, as they say?
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah, let's do that. Folks have been nice
All right.
enough to stick around and listen to our blather and your songs, and that's nice. I like your songs. Talking about the band, this is one out of nowhere is working out very well with the band, and this was my first really good song I thought of the lockdown 150 years ago when it began.
Yeah.
And I had the singular pleasure of hearing it covered by Joe Boy on piano. I
Oh,
didn't know
that's
that was
right.
coming. Yeah, it was so great. Cozy made fun of me. She's like, "You're cheesing so hard." I'm like, "He covered my song. He played piano when he did it. It's so pretty." So I was like, "Yes, I had my work done covered. That's supposed to be good, right?" And it
That's
was a
pretty
good
cool.
version. Yeah, it was. It's happened a lot more since I moved, honestly. I think it didn't really happen. Didn't happen when I was in town, but now that I'm, almost in Canada, it's like, well, he might freeze to death soon. We better cover one of his songs. So it's not that bad. You buy a good coat, you grow a beard. It's not so bad. I feel bad for Joylene because
No beard.
she didn't buy a new coat. Oh no, yeah, the beard too.
Ooh.
So here's a song called Driveway, and right now it's full of a roll off dumpster with lots of memories in it. But that is a different story.
Indeed.
Jess, there I am. Come drink in my driveway where everyone can see. Come drink in my driveway, spend some time with me. I know, can't be alone, not now. But a little of you is worth it anyhow. Come drink in my driveway, we can't get too close. Come drink in my driveway, you can make the toast. I know you have your busy life to live, but I'll take whatever you can give. Believe me when I say it's all I want. Ignore me when I start to crack. Whenever I say take it back. Believe me when I say. Believe me when I say. Come drink in my driveway. Anytime is good. Come drink in my driveway if you think you should. I know might not be a perfect day, but I can't think of a better I worship you. I worship you. I worship you. I do. Thank you. Realized at the last second I can end that however I want to end it. Nobody
I know,
here.
isn't that nice?
I got no drums to hold me back. No, wait, I got no strings to hold me. No, I don't feel held down. I just have to.
No strings on me. Yeah, it's one of the cool things about. I mean, there's lots of downsides, of course, to this whole pandemic thing. But performing online, you get to have the lyrics in front of you. You get to like change up your song a little bit in the moment. It's kind of nice,
There was a ooh, thanks, Eric. I'm not used to and Cozy, excellent use of passing chords, sir. Thank you. I'm not used to Cozy referencing music stuff. It's just usually like, yeah, you did that thing. Oh, you're doing that thing.
She's got some jazz chops.
That is true. That is very true, which I do not have. So that's all the nicer to hear. But I had the more recent, like last week, I played the second in-person open mic, and I played it forever. And this was, a much more positive experience. Of course, it didn't inspire a song. I'm sorry, but here is Cozy's measured response to what I had to say.
Like I said, jazz chops.
Speaks for itself. I did not, so good on you. But I actually had a really good time, but it was funny because playing in front of people, they don't have you don't have a host who can mute them. So I was in a little like back room of a bar. It's actually a nice little place in town that we might do something in, but it was like, I started playing and like chatter, talky, chatter. But like a third into the song, it got quiet. And I'm like, oh shit, they're listening.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's always a good
nice.
sign.
It is. They got quiet. I don't know if it was out of like interest or pity, but either way, they were quiet. And that was nice. And they did clappity when I stopped. If only, because I stopped. But either way, they clappity. So, I feel like I am even more chattery than usual. So I'm going to pass back to you to see if you might want to play another song.
So I guess this is the lightning round, yeah?
Lightning round.
All right. Let's see here.
There you are.
Press all the buttons. All the buttons.
All the buttons. All the buttons.
What if you just said it without the contest of wills? I will give you my attention as you make your reveal. We've been headed here for years now. Yeah, that much is plain. It's finally happening. We're being honest again. When you said what you had to say, now we know where you stand. Well, why don't we call it a day? An expanse now between us, where signals are lost. Stretching out through a darkness only silence can cross. Well, you said what you had to say, but let me be clear. This is ice that you can't unbreak. has been made. Well, you said what you had to say. This feels like an end. You should probably just stay away. Thank you very much.
Yeah, careful. We're gonna figure out this technological hoo-ha, and I'll end up bugging you like, I want to play on that because that's fun too. I was making noise. It was enjoyable for me.
Well, I'm still. We're gonna figure out how to get you on the recording. So gonna hold you to it.
I'll do it. I won't do it well, but I'll do it.
You got the interview. We can work through all the other stuff. You know, we've got Zoom. We can figure it out.
We can figure out things. You're much better at that. Every time, whenever I think of drinking something, is when I'm in the middle of playing. It's like, it'd be good to have something to drink, and then as has been mentioned, I talk a lot, so yeah, I forget. I'm like blah 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 blah, and do you?
Well, how do we want to end out this happy hour?
This happy hour and a half.
Yeah.
Let us see. Well, oh, look at Cozy clapping for you. You get clappities. I get bitch. I went to music school. That seems about right. And I'm pretty comfortable with that. I get confused when people are too nice. It's like, that doesn't seem right. You may want to rethink this. Let's see. I can play one more and you play one more, and then we will call it a happy hour.
All right.
Does that work?
Figure out what I'm going to play. But yeah, okay, we can do that.
Well, I grabbed. I was doing this stuff while you were playing. I was like, when you were doing the dink, 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 dink. So dink,
oh yeah, the 7 part.
It was fun. More surfy than you would imagine, but you know, what are you gonna do? So I have one. I am fairly certain I played it at some point on the VOM or something, but this is an older song, like written in the last 3 or 4 years, so not like 20 years old, but
right.
Compared to the stuff I've been playing, it's older. And does it have a name? I'm sure it does, but I can't remember what it is, and I never write things down. God, I don't do myself any favors whatsoever.
I know. It's all good. You got this.
That's what'll be on my tombstone. Chris Eric, he didn't do himself any favors. But here's my last song of the evening. Should I hit buttons? I'll hit buttons. Oh, you can hit buttons. Thank you for hitting buttons, and thank you for any who well, actually, most of the folks here I think we already know. So if you've noticed that I still appear unfortunate, but at least in better fidelity, you can thank Rowan for the latter. There's nothing to be done for the former, because he suggested a new webcam that I think is working out pretty well. So
it's quite nice. It's quite nice.
It's called face cam, and I always want to call it face palm, but that's just me. But here is my final song for the evening. Thank you for putting up with me as ever. No one likes to hear that I've known people like you, but I've known people like you. Bet I could tell you which books you've read and which ones stuck in your head. The only one who knows what you mean, the only one who knows what you mean. The only one who knows what you mean is me. That summer with ill-advised coat, the stories you almost wrote, the false start and feeling too late, too much on your plate. The only one who knows what you mean, the only one who knows what you mean, the only one who knows what you mean is me, is me. We all know our own, don't we? We all know our own, don't we? No one wants to think that they're an easy read. Maybe it's what you need. Isn't it better to be seen? The only one who knows what you mean, the only one who knows what you mean, the only one who knows what you mean is me, is me, is me.
Chris Eric, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This one, yep. This one wants that Chris Joey drum mashup. Y'all keep threatening me with, yeah. Yeah. Joey and I would have a lot of fun. I could do that one thing pretty well. I remember sitting down with my elder son years ago when he was taking drum lessons for a minute, and I was talking to his teacher. It's like, yeah, I play drums a little bit. And I sat down. I'm like, yeah, I can play this one. And I played the beat to We Will Rock You, which is pretty simple. But my kid looked so irritated that I could do a thing. Because he's a natural. He was really good. But the fact that I could go, vroom, vroom, which isn't a lot to do, but it was just really funny. He's like, what? That's like the times I made him laugh. You ever make your kid laugh harder? Well, your kid isn't old enough yet for this particular thing, though maybe she is. You ever make your kid laugh harder than they want to? On two different occasions, this child has been in the middle of laughing. And good, you're not supposed to be funny. You're my dad. It's like, I've been funny a lot longer than I've been your dad, buddy. And, Daddy, I obviously didn't get your mother with looks, but we didn't have to go into that.
Yeah,
so
mine's still 7 years old, so like she's still enthralled by dad jokes. So
yeah, my 10-year-old is still on board, but he's just of a mind. It's funny. We let them watch The Simpsons. Finally, they were kind of over it by the time we let them do it, but they're still enjoying it. And the 10-year-old is really into old movies and old stuff, and he tells us he's an old-fashioned kid. So we're watching The Simpsons, and there are, specifically from the Conan years, there are references to things that were super old when it came out in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
So I'm explaining things like, yes, this is I had to explain the Howard Hughes reference at one point. There's a bunch of different things. This is from a very long time ago. And I happen to know these things, but And he's interested. The 12-year-old is like, so, you'll get there
So.
soon enough, though. So what are you closing us out with this evening?
This is actually a pretty old song for me. It's called
Oh.
Shantytown.
How old is that song? I've always been curious.
Goodness gracious. It's probably on the order of 22 years old, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. So, but it's been reworked a bit since then, and I changed the tuning.
Yeah, I think the one I played was like 4 years old, I want to say. So you win. You definitely win. Let's get you up there where you belong.
All right.
Rowan. And then Rowan.
Working in this shanty town, it's become my home. We're all filled with our friends, nothing to call my own. Shanty town, my home. Shanty town. When the rain comes down, this becomes a muddy hole, and everybody disappears except me. I stand my tent alone. Shantytown. Makes no sense, they call us bums and they hide their children when we come. But we don't wanna hurt no one, just wanna live our lives and move on. Work's done, I'll get my pay. Put on my coat and hop the train. Leave my tent and my tools, so some other fool can live this way. Working in this shanty town, it's become his home, where all is filled with a friends, nothing to call his own. Shanty town, his own. Shanty town. Thank you, man.
Sure thing. Sounded great, as always. Let us see. Yeah, I went and looked in between, and the old one I played was written in 2018. So that's 4
I
years
know
now.
you've got older songs than that.
I have many older songs. I just don't play them. That was from a different band entirely, different singer. I don't do those. Maybe one day, but not now. So we're there, are we? We made it through another one.
We did. Cheers.
Start off. Yeah,
Still got a little left.
a little bit left. We gotta save a little bit for the end.
Goodness. Well, thank you all for joining us.
Yeah, so appreciated. It's
we do this
nice.
every month. The next date to be determined as of yet.
Yes.
But
You nailed me last time. You're like, so what are you doing on February 27th? I'm like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I know what you're doing. You're doing the live stream. I'm like, oh, okay. Which was pretty good. I thought that was a solid bit of business. It got it done. Got it down.
we'll figure it out
okay.
in the next couple of days. So
That's kind of like I found out that I was happy to do it, but I actually found out that I was hosting with you tomorrow when I received the Facebook event invitation.
Oh,
with
I thought
my
you
name
were.
on it.
I thought you were down for that already.
I may.
Because Rob's out for 2 weeks. So
Yeah, I don't think I put it together. I don't think I actually put it together. I don't know why. I thought the way I didn't know if he'd like jump back early or something. But yeah, happy to do it. Glad to do it.
Well, welcome aboard.
Well, thanks. First I've heard of it. But wait, who are you again? Yes. So here we are. I think we're at the end. I gotta say, you not to put any pressure on you, but you end these things much better than I do. Would you be so kind?
I will. So yeah, you can catch us tomorrow night at VOM, and then again sometime in the next month we'll be back for another live stream. And this Wednesday I will be performing with Heather Danger Lloyd of Ilyami. We'll be in the same space playing music together. It shall be a strange melange of our two musics. So come check that out too. And other than that, be safe, be good to each other, and have a lovely evening.
Try not to break anything.
Night, y'all.